Women and men of the 515 AMAL. I hope this Howzit video today finds you doing well. You catch Chief and I out on a site visit this week. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we're not getting the opportunity to meet the airmen that we would like to meet. And obviously, a lot of COVID tests and 2 weeks of quarantine for us when we get back on Saturday. But I'll tell you, it's been worth it. And the reason it's been worth it is just getting the opportunity to get some eyes on and better understand the locations where our airmen are working, as well as some of the equipment that they're working with has been very helpful in understanding how Chief and I can continue to help you all get at the mission and get things done. One of the things he and I have been talking a little bit about this week that I wanted to discuss with you is this idea that we do a really good job of judging others based on the actions that we see them do, while we judge ourselves based on our intentions. So what am I getting at there? So first of all, and it's just human nature, we all do it, myself included. We'll look around and we'll see what somebody does, and based on the actions we perceive, which is a very, very small part of their life, we'll make a judgment about who they are and what they are. But then when it comes to judging ourselves, what we'll do is, we'll think through it and say, well, hey, I intended to clean the garage this weekend. Even if I didn't, it still makes me a pretty good husband, because that's just how it is. Or I intended to be pretty motivational this week and say some motivational things to the other commanders. And whether or not what I said was actually motivational or not doesn't matter, because that was my intention, and therefore I must be a pretty good commander. And what it really comes down to for me is just understanding that, life is tough. Everybody's got their struggles that they're going through, and realizing everybody's doing the best they can with what they got. And I just encourage you to continue to think about that when you're interacting with each other. To that end, I also wanted to talk a little bit about our small group conversations. I know we've been focused on diversity and inclusion, and I think they should, and we're still working on with your leadership to make sure they have everything they need to continue to have those conversations. But I've also been talking with Chief a bit about this idea that, we should just be comfortable talking to each other. I mean, I'll tell you, I will lay down my life for each and every one of you without thinking twice about it. If that's what is required, is that last full measure for us to go get our mission done. I mean, that's just part of what we are. If for some reason we're not comfortable talking politics with each other, just because your opinion might be different than mine, or we're not comfortable having a conversation with somebody who wants to just let me know that, hey, this is, how they feel about something, and me just listen to it and say, hey, I respect your opinion on that. I respect your what you've had to go through. I respect the fact that, you feel you've been bullied in this incident for whatever reason, it might be. And it might have nothing to do with race or gender or anything else. It was an environment in which you felt bullied. And frankly, you shouldn't feel that way, particularly if we're going to live up to the standards that we say we live up to as an organization. So that's a bit of what Chief and I have been talking about, and just kind of work through how do we get better at that. And I think it happens through practice. I think it happens through us, having conversations multiple times a week with each other, and just knowing and saying, hey, I want to know what you're doing this weekend. I want to know, do you got a good plan? And it doesn't mean that you're telling me as the 06. I'm just saying, talking with your small group counterparts, to know that I'm not looking to have the information fed back up to me, but are you going to be the type of person when somebody tells you, hey, yeah, I'm kind of having a rough week, my boyfriend, they split up with me, and I got this going on at home, and my plan for the weekend is just kind of stay in and have a bottle of Sailor Jerry and think about it. Yeah, that's not a good plan. And talk with them about it and let them know that they're important, and I want them to be back at work the next day, or back at work after the weekend, if the case may be. And know that for without a doubt. I want that for each and every one of you. So that's a little bit about what's going on with us this week. Once again, just know it is a privilege to serve with each and every one of you. You do amazing work, and every single time I turn around, I'm absolutely astounded by how you guys get the mission done. Please wash your hands, wear your mask, keep your distance, and just most importantly, take care of each other. Hope to see you guys here again soon, and have a great week. Out. Press.